What the hell? Looked like it was deleted on Facebook. Try creating a new broadcast or just remove the destination. What the hell? Oh, well, hello everyone. Happy New Year. First show back from the holidays. I am Donna Garrett, your host for tonight.
And I'm Stacy Gus, and I'm your co-host this evening. Welcome, everybody.
And then we have Michael Gilpin, who came in last minute. Thank you, because our guest was having technical difficulties and was not able to join us. So you have us ladies tonight.
I'm the token.
You're a token, you're the token sister from another mister.
I am.
So where do we start? Like I said, Happy New Year, everybody. So we had a little technical difficulty ourselves in the beginning here, but we got it going. So Stacy, you said you had some questions you wanted to ask. So I'm in the hot seat right now, people.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I need to plug my phone in just a second.
I don't know who
Keep going.
Facebook
I'll be right back.
user is, but hello. This
What's that Facebook user? So Donna, do you have a favorite paranormal experience from an investigation?
Just it wasn't really an experience. I haven't really had much like personal experience. Oh, it's Brian. Hey, Brian. Haven't had a lot of personal experiences yet. Just being down in Gleason and catching that EVP was pretty cool. The one where he said, "I was, you're amazing." I'm like, "What was that?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So that was weird, but yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for that oh shit moment.
You haven't had one yet, but you will. You go looking
yeah.
for it. You're gonna have it. Maybe at our next investigation coming up here.
That would be nice. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the Terror Trader out in Chandler, guys. It's a store that sells movie horror stuff 365 days a year. So that's gonna be interesting. So he's caught stuff on his surveillance camera after the store is closed. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So we're looking forward to that one.
Yes. Haunted antiques are definitely fun.
Oh yeah.
Fun so Donna, if you could be remembered for one thing in the paranormal field, what would it be?
If I could be known for one thing in the paranormal field?
Remembered for one thing.
One thing. Good question. I don't know if I've actually been in the paranormal field long enough to actually be remembered right now.
Oh, come on. What would be like your end? What would be like your end goal?
My end goal is to be the one that finds the truth, that being able to, say definitely, yeah, this is paranormal. This is not some coincidence. This was not nature. This was not this. This actually happened. It's out there, So yeah, that's what I want to be known
All
for.
right.
Finding the truth. Where did Michael disappear to?
I'm right here. I was trying to find my phone is dying, so I had to get a plug.
Oh, okay.
I'm right here. Always right here. In bed. The last 5,000 months.
Well, it need to be.
I know.
Yeah. What do you think is a common myth that people believe about being a podcast host?
Being a podcast host?
Mm-hmm.
A common myth. I don't know. Um,
It's not all glamorous.
Yeah, that's true.
well, that's true.
Yeah, it's not all glamorous. It is harder than it looks too.
That it is, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I still get nervous sometimes before a show. So yeah, like I said, it's definitely not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you have to find guests. Oh, he said Rocket Donna, PD region. So especially trying to find guests, it's not easy at all. Trying to get somebody that's not cuckoo to
Right.
come
Mhm.
Kind of
you know
ciphering between the cuckoos.
yeah, and have something legitimate to talk about,
Right.
and not just full of BS.
Michael,
Yep.
if you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would it be?
Coffee?
Yeah. Or tea or beer
Oh, I'm like,
or a margarita.
I was gonna make a joke and say Moses because he brews it, but um, sorry, my mind. Historical figure. Oh, I would go with Abraham Lincoln actually,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
just because of all he did and how he got shot and his wife and his kids and stuff. He's just a very, I'd say Abraham.
All right.
Who would you have coffee with, Stacy?
I've answered this before and it stays the same. Harriet Tubman
Oh
for
yeah,
the
you did
Oh,
say
Underground Railroad. Yep. She's,
yeah.
I just think she's badass.
yeah. I think I would have it with Eleanor Roosevelt.
Oh yeah,
that's a
she's a
good
good
one.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a good one.
Yep, that's a good one.
yeah.
Michael, what is a common myth that people believe about psychics?
Oh, that's a good one for her.
Oh, that we can give you numbers to the lottery.
Yeah.
You really
We
had people
can't.
asking about that?
Girl, that was
Yeah,
the first thing
people.
my brother said when I told him about Michael. He goes, if she's such a psychic, how come she don't play the lottery? I was like, because it doesn't work that way, dude. I was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
and we also can't do readings on ourselves. We can meditate, but we can't. Like, I can never see what's going on in my future. Like, I can tell you what's going on in your lives right now and foresee the possible future or the what I call a quantum line because we have the choice to define our futures and to make. So what I tell people, I said, this is what I'm getting right now, but based on your choices in the next couple of days, those timelines can change. So, but I can't see what's going on in my life. In the foreseeable, what's happening with my job? Do I, you know, it's just a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a whole I was meditating about this whole sickness and how things came about and rent and things, and it's actually kind of interesting how things have worked out in the universe because if I didn't get fired from Wyndham um, due to some COVID reasons, I wouldn't have gotten rent, and God knew probably I was going to feel poorly, and you know having rent and utilities covered, so. It's kind of interesting how things have worked out, but it is just don't see our foreseeable future. It's quite interesting, actually. Why that works that way, I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think one of the ones too I hear a lot is, oh, well, psychics, they can read minds. And it's like, no, that's completely different.
Yeah.
That's a mentalist, yeah.
It's not
Mentalist, yeah.
one of the myths I hear about psychics too is they read minds.
No, yeah. It's like communicate with me because I can't read your fucking. I mean, I can't read your doggone mind. Sorry, I almost said it. I caught myself.
Oh, you got it out though.
I'm trying, Eldon. I'm trying.
So, Stacy, when you were talking about not being able, or not that you were not able, you just haven't been practicing. So, tell us about being a witch.
Um, it's an everyday thing, and it's really just based on yourself and what you want to practice. And so, like, there's no mold that fits one person.
Right.
Everybody's different. Everybody practices different. Recently, though, I don't know. It's like with Christmas and the holidays, I've just haven't been practicing like I should, and I haven't been communing with uh, my spirit guides and my ancestors, and I'm feeling it. And I need to start up with that again. It's been kind of a I had COVID back in October, the end of
Mhm.
October.
We're not supposed to talk about that, remember?
Oh, no, no. Okay, yes. I got really sick at the end of October, and I'm still feeling it. And yeah. So it's been quite a long time, and
Yeah,
I've
that
been
put you down for a good minute.
I'm
Yeah.
still down. I still have the brain fog. I still have the fatigue. It's
Oh,
terrible.
I'm still with the sickness still. Yeah. Well, all of this is because of that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we won't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno.
Nope.
So, yeah, I don't know. But you were going to give me a little bit of a reading, Michael, because you were kind of tapping into what my spirit guides were doing earlier before the show.
Well, yeah, both. It's weird how even though I'm down, there still are like pictures. So I am getting, as I see things around people and images. I don't, who's ever watching. So they come in. Um, so one of the things I see is like an oak tree around you, which is basically them wanting to connect to your roots. An oak tree is symbolic of, root work and ancestry and family. And you've exerted so much energy in your healing that you're now to the point where you're wanting that connection with your healing with your ancestral line and your family as well. Your family's going through some things too right now. In the job, I foresee a job. I see it around Valentine's Day. I know that's probably not something you want to hear, but I do see working around that time and I'm seeing like influx of money coming in. So some good money is going to be coming your way in February, which is a good sign. Um, you're also like on a canoe, so you're connected with your subconscious and water, which makes sense to me because we have a connection with that Avalon line. Um, so I do see you using the waters of Avalon to help you connect with the sisters more. Sisters meaning sisters of the well. I know um, Kimberly and I connected with that at an event the other day we were at. So there's that too as well, Stacey. So it's all coming to fruition with your energy being down is now coming to a rise, and your that which is within you is going to start healing better and healing more of your family and your family ties as well. So that's a good sign.
Yay.
Okay, do me. I don't know who
um,
Facebook user is, but good evening to you too.
hello, Facebook user. Um, so with you too, I don't know if it's a um, like a yearly raise or something, but I'm showing you're getting kudos and affirmation and a raise as well.
Woo-hoo.
That's becoming it looks like it's I see the name Ides of March, so I'm thinking March 1st. Around there that time as well. There's also, though, there's somebody in your department or somebody within the way you work is kind of like nitpicking or trying to backstab you, so you need to watch your back. They're gonna come through the back door and try and squash you. So don't just nip that in the bud, because this, and it's a male, oddly enough, it's male, trying to exert his male, like I see him as a big chicken trying to exert his male dominant. It's stupid. I don't know. He's like a big, I don't want to use the C word, but that's what it is.
Well, I'm the only female inspector in our department, but
yeah, I know, but it's well, within, I don't know what it is, or if he's a newbie or coming in. I just see this male, and it could be female too, with a male presence. You know, I never know these things. So
okay, I will definitely watch it back.
But yeah, definitely. And then Crystal's gonna have a breakthrough here soon, I think.
No, that'd be awesome.
Things. Yeah, I see her just like one day, her eyes just light up, and it's like an epiphany. And it's not. You'll see it as a big breakthrough. Others will see it as, oh, it's nothing. But you're going to see it as a big breakthrough as well, on that. And you'll be getting more guests. Some more guests will be going to come in. So you'll be getting more guests as soon as February 1st hits. I think that's going to open up some big doors for everybody.
Cool.
So that'll help you as well too.
Nice.
So with getting guests and such on, and talking more about what we do and how we support the Pear family, and not like, oh, you can't hunt here because we lay claim on the ghost of Samuel Everett. I don't know. I'm just, I'm just, you know, I mean, it gets to be kind of silly. It really does. Like, it's like, I don't know. I find it very funny when people do that. It's like, no, we have hunting rights. I mean, there's no such thing. Yay.
Oh, I know. That's what people kill me when they get into a location and they try to, like I said, keep other people out because that's something that they're doing. And so it's like, come on, really? There's enough spirits to go around for everybody.
I know, right? I mean, come on now. It's so funny. I can just see these spirits going, seriously, dudes, we'll talk to you. Just quit giving us cat balls. I'm kidding. I'm not, like, yeah. But yeah, it's I don't know. I have to laugh sometimes.
You know, like how they did on the moon. We planted a flag on the moon. It's almost like these people come in at a Ohio location and try to plant their flag, and it's like, you can't claim dead people.
Yeah, but like a dog marking his territory.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Dog marking. Yeah, it's like so funny.
Yeah, so yeah, we got
like, Dog Holiday is mine.
Oh, I know. We're Stacy and I, not this Stacy, but Stacy Pritchett and I, we're gonna try to work on getting some other locations, some stuff that we haven't done. Try to get in some new spots, especially with this Roku channel coming up, you know, so we can get in and get some investigations done, get some interviews done, and put them on the Roku channel. That's dropping February 1st, I think, and we got a commercial that we're gonna play in that in a little bit. So, guys, sign up for Roku. Sign up with Parafam. You can broadcast and you can stream for free, no charge.
Those shows are coming your way.
Yeah. 2023 is going to be awesome.
Year of the rabbit. It's time for rabbit, so it's right here. I'm claiming it.
I know, I'm a dragon, so I'm still waiting for my dragon to come in. But It's got to be a better year than what I went through. Oh, my Atlanta. That's never
Oh
happening
no,
again.
it'll get better.
Hmm.
It has to. It'll get better. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. We go through stuff, but we end up doing better in the long run.
Well, I
Oh,
feel
yeah, definitely.
life, it kicks you in the pants, and then you have good days, bad days, good years, bad years.
Hmm.
Just part of life, part of being alive,
Oh yeah. Yep.
part of being an adult. I don't want to be an adult anymore.
Adulting is highly overrated.
I want to be a cat. I want
Right?
to be a cat. I just want to lay around and eat.
So do
Build
you
a
have any
bed
more
for it and
questions?
go color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what else you want to ask me, Stacy? My chair keeps sinking. I look all short. I have to adjust my camera so I don't look so short.
What is the most important lesson you've learned as a podcast host and paranormal investigator so far?
Most important lesson that I've learned to be patient as a paranormal investigator because everything is not going to happen when you want it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely that is the most important thing that I've learned because ghosts don't appear on command. They don't communicate on command. You're on their time. Or I should
Yep.
say spirit. So yeah. As far as podcaster, um,
Patience.
pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Patience, just due diligence. Got to do my
Yeah.
due diligence so I can get some decent, guests on here. That's going to actually have something interesting to talk about that can actually contribute to the conversation. So, you know,
Hmm.
and then trying to find people that and then coming up with different topics and not asking everybody the same questions over and over again, so it's not the same show every week. So
Right.
trying to get that somebody with that uniqueness and go, hey, okay, this is what we're doing different. So yeah, that's one of the there's some challenges too. But we have get Barry Fitzgerald again next week, so yay! Looking forward to that one.
Yes.
And then we have what did I say his name was? I'm sorry. He's actually he claims to be a demon hunter. So that's gonna be interesting. Somebody different.
What?
Yeah, he
That's
says
Yeah,
weird.
I can't wait to meet that dude.
yeah, he said he's a demon hunter. He believes
Mm.
that his dad was possessed, and I won't say much about his story, but which prompted him to um, become a demon hunter.
Was he like Constantine or what?
Is he a demonologist?
Yeah, his
Is
name
he
is John.
is he a
So
demonologist though? Does he have like a degree in demonology or?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll ask him that.
Yeah, there you go. You have to ask
I'll
him.
ask him that. I'm just curious how you study of demons.
Yeah, but I guess that was going to come on tonight. He's actually studied demonology, and he was studying cryptozoology and Reiki master, and he had a few things going on. So unfortunately, he wasn't like I say he wasn't able to come. Hopefully he can get his issues
Mhm.
worked out with StreamYard. I sent him a message and told him we can probably do some trial runs.
Yeah, he's my Minnesota peep.
Yeah, out in
Where my
Minnesota.
mom is from.
Yeah,
So,
so
Michael,
Mhm.
what is the most important lesson you've learned as a psychic and a paranormal investigator?
Um, being grounded. You really have to make sure when you're tapping into higher energies that you ground yourself first, or you can kind of be taken over or taken away. I've had that happen. Luckily, it turned out to be a good thing, but you really need to, center yourself, ground yourself, um, and make sure that you're open to I tap into 4D, the higher powers. So you just really have to make sure who you're tapping into, who you're talking to, because it can be a bit overwhelming sometimes with the information I get.
Yeah.
So
And how do you ground yourself? I know that you use crystals like I do to help kind of center and kind of bring you back down when you're having some of those moments.
yeah, I've learned to basically see myself as a vertical line, and just from the top of my head to the bottoms of my feet, going down into the earth, and center that energy core to earth, where I'm not flying high above, like astral projecting.
Yeah.
There's a use for astral projecting, but then there's a time when you've got to, center yourself, ground yourself. It's gotten easier through the years where I don't have to use as much tools, with crystals and things, but definitely when I'm out on investigation, I will, grab a crystal I think that's going to help ground me or help with that investigation. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right on with what's going on. So it's pretty cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah, because you never know when you're tapping into spirit, aliens, entities. You just never know. It's like knocking on a door and never know who's going to answer, to be honest.
yeah.
Right. And you don't want to get an attachment either, because some of those doors, there's not nice things behind them.
They are not nice things. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know
I've been very fortunate.
people always ask me, aren't you afraid to bring anything on? I was like, not really. I don't think of it. And when I'm out, I don't, it's like, no, I do what I can to try to protect myself, so I don't bring anything on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's laws of, I call it, those laws of the spiritual realms that, you tell them you don't want them and they have to obey. We have power over and authority over. A lot of people don't realize how much humans have as authoritarians over this earth.
Yeah,
So,
and that's what you say before, after an investigation. Hey, you have to stay here. You're not allowed to come home with me.
Yep.
So it's worked so far.
Well, and just remember that, you are living, they are not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have the power. So, right on.
Exactly.
So, Donna, in your opinion, what is the most important personality trait or strength someone needs to have in the paranormal field?
The most important trait,
Or strength.
strength. Let's see. Oh, cracking my back. Told you I don't interview well. The most important strength, I would say,
With patience, like you said before,
yeah.
because you gotta, like you're not on, the spirits aren't on our time, they're on their own thing.
Oh, well, thank you, Wild Bill, because he said honesty and respect with the willing to learn. There you go.
There you go. That's a good
I was
answer,
drawing
Bill.
a blank.
Good answer. Good answer. Yeah.
Good answer.
And I
Definitely
think
honesty.
courage too, because your
You can't be
instincts when
chicken
you
trying to run into some of these places.
Yeah. So I think courage goes a long ways too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even you still get nervous to try to go, especially if something happens and kind of startles you when you don't expect it. Like we were in Oracle and this, one of the doors flew open. I was in this room by myself and it kind of scared the crap out of me for a second.
As it would anybody.
He said, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Too funny. Yeah.
I think all the investigations that we did last year, whatever, the most memorable one was when we were at the Y, we were getting ready to leave, and that lady just laughed.
That was funny.
Nothing all night, and she just laughed. I'm like, seriously?
You wait till
Really?
we leave, and then you want to laugh because we just kind of looked at each other's face. It was Michael. Who was it? It was you, me, Sherry, and who else was it?
I forget now.
Was it Megan?
Wasn't Ann there?
No.
Yeah. No, she was there. Oh, I thought she was there.
Anyway, Charles was going looking for a piece of equipment. So it was just us ladies down there in the main room. And, we're packing up, we're waiting for him to come down, and we just hear this lady's laugh. And we looked at each other like, you heard that, right? Oh, yeah. Sounded like she was right in the room with us. I was like, oh, now you're laughing. Where are you ready to go?
And I was like, ha ha. I'm like, ha ha. Thanks for nothing.
But there was the one incident, Stacy. We were in the pool area. I think, Michael, you were sitting with me when Charles was rolling the ball. He rolled it up
Yeah.
It came back down. There was a REM pod sitting in the pool. The ball came down, went around the REM pod, and it rolled back that way, and it rolled, and it just went back and forth for a minute before it came to a rest. And I was like, man, I hope my camera got that, but it was too freaking dark.
And I thought manipulating, like, dude, we're on the ball. We're trying to catch. He's like, I didn't do it. I'm like, oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
I hear you, Wild Bill. I'm more afraid of humans than I am of spirits.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Humans are scary.
I forgot about that. That was actually pretty cool. Because even just rolling it up, it wouldn't have did that on its own. Because like I said, we thought it was Charles at first. He was like, nope, wasn't me.
I know. I was kind of getting irritated. I'm like, dude. I'm like, oh, not you. Sorry. And that's the thing too. Sometimes, Stacy's been with we went to that house, and sometimes I'll be kind of impatient because I can hear them, in my third eye, and I know that they're there, and I feel that they're there, but they won't evidence that they're there. And that's what's frustrating. It's like, dude, I can hear you just talking to the stupid microphone so we can all go home.
Okay, well, I'm going to break for a moment, and I'm going to do a commercial break here.
Okay.
So, hold on, where is it? There it is. That's right. We are not charging to sign up for stellar events. Any paranormal groups, you can stream to our Roku channel starting February 1st with free of charge. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So, and Wild Bill's in Atlanta. So, Stacy, you what is your go-to piece of equipment when doing an investigation?
I love those cat balls.
Oh yeah, so do I.
I love them, and honestly, that flashlight that you had, I got so many
That's right. When we were at the Keith's house in Mesa.
Yep, and at the cemetery that one time too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the simple stuff. I know Caden, my son, loves the SLS camera, but I like the
so does Michael.
Yeah, but I love the cat balls, and I love using flashlights and just
were I forgot about this one this time that Stacy Pritchard and I were in Tombstone. We went down to Gleason for that seance, and after the seance we walked downtown Tombstone because our hotel was like just across the street. So we walked over there and we were doing some EVP sessions, and I set out a cat ball, Oh, set out a cat ball. Yeah, first my first goes to EVPs in the right conditions. My dowsing rods. I never used dowsing rods. That's interesting.
I'd like to get a set of those.
Yeah, you have to tell me about that, Mr. Bill. No, I'm not gonna say Mr. Bill. That's Saturday Night Live. But anyway, so had a couple of hits on the cat ball, but this one particular moment, I had the cat ball out. It started flashing. I asked a couple questions. Then there was this strong smell of cigar smoke. So before I could even get it out, I was like, "Is somebody smoking?" And it went off, and the cat ball went off. I was like, "So somebody out here smoking a cigar? It's 11 o'clock at night. No one's out there but Stacy and I." So we we're having a conversation. The cat ball's going off, and then all of a sudden, it quit going off, and the cigar smoke was gone. The smell was gone. I was like, well, "Okay,
She
so
wasn't smoking a cigar.
but I did get on the recorder when I went to listen to it. It was a male voice that said something about a wife.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I think it was around the same time that we had the cigar smoke smell. So that was actually pretty cool too.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love Tombstone. Like I say, it's so touristy though. That's the thing about it. It's
Yeah, you just gotta know where to go and what not to do when you're there. Because
yeah.
otherwise it is just a big tourist trap.
So most people call me Wild Bill or the Reverend Wild Bill. Okay.
Wild Bill. You must be pretty wild.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask all of you. If you could compare yourself.
Stacy, you're cutting out.
Oh, I'm cutting out.
Oh, that's better. Oh,
Okay.
he's an ordained priest. Oh, cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Right on, Bill.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so that's better.
If you could compare yourselves with any cryptid or paranormal entity, what would it be?
Who was that for?
Both of you.
Oh.
A cryptid or a paranormal entity?
Yeah, I like mine would probably be like a werewolf. I love nighttime. I love the full moon.
Yeah.
I'd say for me a mermaid because I love the water and the magical part of it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do. I'm a water sign, so I really love the water. And then I was gonna say a witch, but I don't know how paranormal that is because I love the magic. I love one of my favorite shows that used to come on was Charmed, and I love the witches and the magic. And,
I know I love Charms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, actually, I'm binge watching.
I'm so Phoebe.
I'm watching all the Harry Potter movies again because I love magic.
You're Phoebe?
I think I would be Phoebe.
I think I'll be no, because I don't cook that much. I'm gonna say I'll be what's her name? What's the oldest one? The one that cooked?
Piper.
Piper, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Probably would have been Prudo because I'm the oldest girl. Oh, witchcraft is included in the paranormal. Okay.
Yeah.
See? That's what I thought. See?
Yeah, I've seen some people do some crazy stuff with witchcraft. Crazy stuff.
I joined a couple of Wiccan groups on Facebook, and some of the stuff that I see in there be like, they be talking about casting spells on people and all kinds of stuff. It's like, wow.
Yeah. I try to really encourage people not to do that. Especially you get all these baby witches that want to do love spells. And I'm like, hold up. You never want to start a marriage with a kidnapping.
Right.
Like, no. If you're going to do a love spell, do it on yourself for self-love. But don't do it on anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Chris Hemsworth and I would be married by now.
It's a good one. I know, right?
I'm just throwing that out there.
Jason
Momoa. And somebody had asked me, who's your favorite Marvel character? I'm like, Thor. Thor.
Oh, my Thor.
You have anything else for me, Stacy or Michael? I know you got a bunch of questions because you always have questions.
I do. So, If you were to die and become a ghost, who and where would you haunt?
Who,
For
me?
both of you. Both of you.
I would haunt one of my ex-husbands just to scare the crap out of him for all the crap he put me through.
Right on. I love it. What about you, Michael?
I've threatened a nephew of mine that we just have a funny rapport. He asked me the other day because I was feeling so poorly. He goes, "Auntie, if you die, are you still gonna haunt me?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, dumbass." But you just it's so weird because you see things across the veil, and there's hauntings and there's this and they have jobs and things like that, and it's interesting when people say, "Oh, I'm haunted." I'm like, "No, you're just probably getting a little visitation rights from your ancestors." All. So,
Wild Bill said he will haunt a place and not a person for more for the taking. Wild Bill, my sister was on here one day and she said she will haunt the Vegas Strip.
oh, that'd be funny.
About what are the male strippers? She said a male strip club or something.
Chippendales.
Yeah, Chippendales. That's what it was.
That was funny.
I would haunt Chippendales. I'd be like trying to pull on their G strings and everything, probably. It's like, take that thing off, boy.
Who would you
Why
haunt?
did
Where
I
would
just
you
say
haunt?
that? I'm sorry.
Where
My
would you
mind
haunt?
just went to the gutter.
Hey, we could do that. We old enough, and we could talk trash about being and have our minds in the gutter.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you haunt, Stacy? Or where?
I think it would be fun to haunt like somebody political that I don't like. I don't know.
Funny. That's funny.
I don't know. I like the ex-husband idea though. I really like that one.
I'd love to go to the White House and just start pushing all the pictures like to the left so they're not centered.
Right. Something like that, just to be annoying.
Exactly, an annoying ghost.
Oh, especially if
Yeah.
especially if they're OCD, that would be freaking hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what? My ex-husband is OCD, so probably him.
So is my ex-husband OCD, definitely OCD.
Yeah. Oh, that's hard to live with. That's really hard to live with.
Actually, Wild Bill, Alcatraz Island is on my bucket list. I would love to go out there. Alcatraz Island, Gettysburg, Pearl Harbor is some of the places I would love to go to.
Oh, Gettysburg is definitely on my high list.
Oh yeah, that's Taryn Kerper's favorite spot. She loves Gettysburg.
Probably more so than Alcatraz, but definitely Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna do that trip out to Virginia from St. Albans. So I'm looking forward to that.
You're gonna love it out there. It's so beautiful.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a long drive.
Michael, what's one solid piece of advice for a psychic coming into her own? Like, what's a good solid piece of advice?
Listen to your heart. Usually your first impressions are the ones that are the correct impressions. Don't try and second yourself because you're gifted for a reason. And, when people, like, I'll connect with something. It's like, no, I don't know them. Like, well, you do. Just in 2 days, let me know because you're going to figure it out because I'm right, So yeah, just listen to your heart, listen to your gut feeling, and don't be afraid to learn from your peers, your men, that are out there that have been doing this for years and their tools, because there's so many different ways to connect, like with gifts and things. So many on the spectrum of, clairaudience, clairessence, all that. Plus, there's just so much automatic writing, all these tools that people use to help them get from point A to point B. So, yeah.
Yes, I've heard Trans Allegheny is a great place to investigate. I have
Oh
heard
yeah,
that. Yeah, I've heard that. Oh, actually, Ghost Brothers were there, weren't they, Michael?
yeah, they
Did
were.
they do that? Yeah.
Yeah, I love those guys. They're so funny. Let's pop that trunk on them ghosts.
They haven't done any episodes lately either, and they haven't. Their publicists haven't responded to my request to get them on the podcast. Creatures.
Mhm.
So yeah, I waiting for a few people to get back with me. They're some ghost hunters. They are from Atlanta. Yeah, yeah. That's what I heard. I love watching those guys. So
Mhm. I like the
yeah,
Tennessee Race Chasers too. They're a bunch of good old boys down there
I've
that
watched
have
that.
some really unique inventions that they've done. They're pretty smart. The way they do their stuff, it's pretty interesting actually.
did you say the Wraith Chasers?
Yeah, the Race Chasers, Tennessee
Okay.
Race Chasers.
Yeah. Okay.
I call them the good old boys.
I always
So
think of Dukes of Hazard when I hear that term. The good old
right.
boys. Oh, cool. They know when they first started.
I have a question for you, Stacy. How do you pick your tarot decks?
I go by feeling. I just get a feeling when I look at a deck, and I just know that it's for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it's the pictures or the artwork or.
That's part of the visual, but I also like to hold them and then close my eyes and just hold it and see how I feel without looking at the pretty pictures, you know?
The energy, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and have my energy kind of go between me and the deck, and that's how that happens.
Hello, Commando Woman. How did you know I went Commando today? No, I'm just kidding.
Commando women.
Too funny. No, not
We're
today.
wearing pants.
You've been doing this for 40 years. That is awesome. That is well. You should add me on Facebook because we can talk and learn some stuff from you. He
And
said he's been
oh,
doing it 40 years.
I also sleep with my tarot deck underneath my pillow.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Mhm. That's something else I do. And then I like to sage it, and I like to charge my crystals on it. And but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, have you done tarot readings for people, or you do it
yeah.
for yourself, basically?
I do it for both myself and for other people. Tarot, I do it for myself when I'm having just a hard time figuring out what I should be doing, you know, or
Hmm.
I just feel kind of stuck. Like I should be doing a tarot reading because I'm feeling so stuck lately. And like she said, like energy drained. I should be
Yeah.
doing one for myself, but I do it for friends and family as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, cool. Wow, Bill, I would definitely do that. He told me to add him. Haha. Commando women. Too funny.
That's funny.
Oh, his grandmother reads
Reads
bones.
rooms. Wow.
Yeah, I've heard of that too, where they have bones and they cast the bones. That's I would love to learn how to do that. That would be very interesting.
Like what kind
I
of
like to
bone?
get into the ruins because I know I've done ruins in a past life, so I'd love to try and get a set of ruins this year.
Yeah,
Hi,
I,
Ginger. I was just saying hi to Ginger. Thanks for joining us.
it could be chicken bones, it could be raccoon bones, it could be whatever. It's just bones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I've seen it
Mhm.
on TV, but I didn't know people actually really did it. But I guess they
Hmm.
got to get it
I'm
from.
teaching myself how to read tea leaves too right now.
Would love a
Which
card
that's been
tonight.
kind of fun. Would love a card tonight. I mean, I could, but it's
Oh
been a
wow.
while.
You
Huh?
have cards handy?
Yeah, I always have cards handy.
Oh, come on, Stacy.
All right, all right. You win.
Okay, Ginger, we got to get our tarot cards out.
I'm actually gonna do an oracle deck
Mermaids.
Yep,
I knew there's
mermaids.
mermaids.
Yeah.
All the men in my
That's
family.
hilarious.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wild Bill says chicken bones.
Chicken bones.
Them bones, them dry bones.
What kind of reading do you want, Ginger?
I was just gonna pull one card, Ginger. To see what I get. I've never done this online before. I mean, like I do it on Facebook, you know, but you kind of choose your own card that way.
Yeah.
I'll light some sage.
It smelled like my son was burning sage earlier. I don't know what it was, but it did smell like sage. I'm walking through the house like, what is that? It's like, is it burning sage? I know I have some. New Year's Eve, I was burning sage, had the windows and doors open, letting out the old year and bringing in the new.
That's awesome. See, I didn't have energy for that this year. I did make myself a little simmer pot and a little Yule log and burnt that, but
I think that's what I need to do. I need to get some sage and clear the energy in this apartment. I think that's part of the issue.
all right, something about travels this week. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, Bill said he likes to burn dragon's blood to keep away the bad vibes. I know Stacy's used dragon's blood too.
Oh yeah, I've used dragon's blood too.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like to burn juniper instead of sage. I don't know why, but it brings like a different energy into the room too sometimes. My mother-in-law gifted me a big stick of sage that was blessed by the Lake People tribe up in North Dakota. It was blessed by the elders there.
Oh wow.
And I'm saving it. I haven't burnt it yet. I'm saving that because that's really special. It's like I don't even want to burn it.
So well, Bill said he's Cherokee, Stacy. He said all the men in his family have been shaman, minister, or priest.
Right on. I'm Cherokee as well. My great-great-grandmother was full Cherokee.
I'm part Indian. I'm from the Napiho tribe.
You're what?
I said I'm from the Napiho tribe.
The Napiho tribe. Oh my God.
You're a mess. You are a mess, girlfriend.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
Ginger said juniper is sacred. Yeah. I don't know where that came from. So I don't know.
You're hanging out much too much with me.
I pulled your card, and it is Water Flight. And it is heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away. And it's the card for weightlessness as well. So you got the Water Flight card. And it is time to allow yourself the freedom to feel and to express those feelings. This release and let go of some of the weight you have been feeling that may have actually manifested and physicalized in more weight on your body, a sense of discomfort when moving, less flexibility, a feeling of being clumsy at times. This re-involvement with your emotions can also be nurtured by allowing tears to fall, connecting with your own inner sea, and if you are a woman, by connecting with the womb. Men and women alike who receive this card may wish to spend more time in healing natural bodies of water. So maybe in your travels, this if you can get to water, you should get to water, Ginger. Whether it's like a lake or a river or the ocean, I think you need to go and ground yourself and put your feet in the water.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, Bill said his father was full-blooded, his mother's mother was full-blooded, and they have 82% Cherokee. Cool.
With a little German. Right
With a
on.
little German, yep.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I was getting Facebook notifications. Well, we're about at our hours, so I really appreciate you guys interacting and leaving us messages and talking with us tonight.
That was
So
fun.
next week, yeah. So next week we have actually 2 shows. We have. Oh, she said that's my go heading for the water. Oh, cool. So we have 2
Awesome.
shows next week. We have one at 1 o'clock on Sunday with Barry Fitzgerald from Ghost Hunters International, and then we have our regular 7 o'clock show with our Demon Hunter. Don't remember offhand where he's actually located. So 2 shows next week, and I'll be advertising those as well. So that's awesome. So actually, Stacy, we're going to be going into our 3rd season here soon. We've already had first and second season. So we're going to be starting the 3rd season here soon.
Holy crap, we're getting good at this, hey.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, thank you, Ginger. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Ginger. And thank
Thanks,
you, Wild Bill,
Ginger.
and everybody else. And thank
And
you,
Michael?
Michael, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for popping on at the last minute with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Wild Bill. You're awesome.
Yeah, you're awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, let me get ready to take us out here and find my outro. Yay. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks again for popping in, and we will see you next
Night,
week.
ladies.